pokeweed. This is bull thistle.
What is that?
When it's real young, it's an edible. And then the sorrel is edible.
You want to get some pokeweed? Or is it too risky?
I'd rather get it by the river where I doubt there's lead.
Just right here, Dad. You're gonna eat it, cook them like collards, wash them out, and then cook them again. Much as a really young person. Yeah. You gotta cook it
I need
twice.
some collards for supper tonight.
How small do they have to be? This small?
Let's go on a walk.
Here's what you do. See how this one has pink? More so than this one? You're looking for stems with the least amount of pink because the pink is actual poison and it's mildly toxic at this point. What you do is boil them in 1 change of water and they're fine. Once it becomes a tall plant, it can make you real sick. But like, this right here would be fine.
I can't really tell without a comparison. That guy looks pretty green. This guy looks...
Can you eat one without pink?
No,
You want to cook it, baby girl.
Cook it. Here, this is enough for you, man.
How do you cook them?
Boil them in a pot of water and then dump that water out, and then you can either eat them then, I always do, or you could saute them a little bit, or you can flavor them up. I used to.
It makes them a little bitter though.
More what? They're not bitter at all. I've never encountered bitter. But I used to saute them with butter and garlic in high school. They're really good. So boil them in 1 change of water, and basically that water is going to be full of this mild toxin. Dump that water out, and saute it with some butter. And that kind of gives people pause when you say, well, a wild plant has some mild toxins, but it's important to remember that a lot of our cultivated plants are mildly poisonous. Like rhubarb actually will kill you. It can kill children if you eat something other than the stem. And then like tomato foliage is pretty toxic. All that foliage is toxic.
Well, I'm going to tell you that the more herbicide you use on your yard, the less stuff you're going to be able to eat out of it. You haven't
Go
used
get
any
your
herbicide.
dinner out of your yard, Granddad.
From the grocery store. I mean, it can't be any worse than that.
You mean just pansies that, like those right there?
pansies, yeah.
Except that
Lowe's.
except that yard chemicals are almost unregulated, and agriculture is heavily clamped down on.
Well,
I mean, some of
Now,
the stuff
I'm
people
still
use on their
unclear.
lawns is barely removed from Agent Orange in terms of its chemistry.
You're still unclear. You can eat those pansies, but Matt says it's kind of dicey because lawn chemicals are unregulated.
but the two, it seems like there are 2 levels of it. Number one is what has been put on it before I buy it, and then what I put on it.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
So if I put nothing on it,
Come on.
that increases the safety.
You mean if you're growing them?
Yeah.
Right. So
Come on,
that,
come
I've
on,
often felt that way.
come
Like I
on,
grow
come
plants and I don't know.
on.
I buy plants. I don't know what's been done to them. But if I grow them organically from there on out, they're pretty clean.
So is that the easiest thing for me to buy, most available, easiest to grow, if I want to just prettify up a salad?
Sure. Yeah.
Ooh,
The advantage is they're so cold hardy that you can put them in salad all winter. It's kind of nice to have color.
Okay, that's going to be my next
Come on,
purchase
Feeny.
then.
Come on, Phoenix. You can do it. Come on.
Come on. Come on, Phoenix. Come on. Well, I'm with you. Come on. Want to hold you? You mean to hold you?
What is that?
Spiderwort. You've got that in your yard too.
There's another flower you can just throw in salad. It's really pretty.
Watch out for Phoenix.
These tiny little buds are edible too. And real young leaves are edible, and they taste. What are they like? They're similar to like a sweet pea almost, just not as sweet. The buds.
Come on, guys. So you
You know
can
violet
eat,
leaves taste like okra.
Well, is that just growing wild, or is that somebody
sorry.
that planted that for
This-
decoration?
It's just natural.
This one's wild, yeah.
So you can eat that and that. And that. You can't eat that.
Unless it's really young, you probably won't eat it. It's quite nasty. What's that? That tiny ground cover?
What?
Tell me
Don't
what
step
you
on
can
Feeny.
eat from that, Emily.
The buds,
Can
the
you
flowers,
eat those
and young
tiny white
leaves.
flowers over there?
Those are blackberries.
Oh, they are, yeah.
Tastes
Okay. What about
kind of
those
like
purple flowers
a pea, but less sweet.
In the brush are going to be blackberries. They're wild everywhere. Some people would even go so far as to say they're a nuisance. Dude, blackberries? All people do is clear blackberries.
Is that what we just saw?
No, that was a blackberry I just showed you.
No, I mean right before.
Those
Which
have
time? No, that's spiderwort.
those have the same chemical in them as rhubarb.
Wait, what is this?
Sorrel.
Well, I didn't see you pick that. I didn't see the plant it came from.
The same thing that makes rhubarb sour makes those sour.
What's that called?
It's sorrel.
Oxalic acid.
Sorrel. Maybe a little close, man.
Hey, Buds Rooney. Watch out for Petey's hands. She's on the back of the scooter.
Petey.
Makes you gonna lose your fingers, baby.
You want to see if she'll let you pick her up?
Sorry.
In places where people can't mow, like if they have Asiatic jasmine or ivy, the blackberry takes over because they can't kill it, or else they'd mow down their ivy. And so the blackberry gets in there, and then usually, like
that?
in this is pokeweed.
Oh,
Usually
that's
in
pokeweed.
neighborhoods, you can find blackberries all in places like this.
You can't kill it.
Well, I mean, they don't usually get crazy in here because it's underneath their Asiatic jasmine, and they can't just mow it down so it can live. And they don't usually herbicide it like they do the lawn. So you've got sorrel and violets in there hidden. Come look at these guys because you have them in your yard. Right here. Violet. The tiny leaves are edible and the flowers are edible.
Mama?
A violet.
It sort of tastes like lettuce with a slight sour twang or something.
Real good.
Tastes like lettuce.
A lot like lettuce with a slight kind of sour. It's really pleasant. It's really good.
Sorrel, and you can put it in your salad.
Okay.
And it makes it very pretty.
It sure does. Hold on, I'm going to zoom in on it. Gosh, it is really pretty.
You can take these home, chop them up, put them in stir fry, or put them in your salad.
That's what I used to chop up with pokeweed in high school. It was really good.
They are good. Young
These
leaves are
diamond-shaped leaves means that they're violet flowers, but these are the leaves for the violet flowers.
edible. These young leaves are edible.
This is a violet flower. Look, Nancy.
Tell me what that is.
Okay, this flower right here is a violet, and this is the violet leaf. You want to eat the smaller violet leaves because they're more tender, and the bigger ones don't taste as good. But you can eat the bigger ones.
Okay.
Sadie, all right.
What is that?
Azalea.
Yeah, this is a
Wild geranium. Yeah, as soon as people don't douse their lawn with chemicals, all this stuff comes back.
The whole flower. Okay, you can eat the whole plant.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to eat this. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Ooh, it is sour.
Okay, and you also don't want to eat large quantities of these because they have a gas in it that's not very good. Like, don't eat it all day and stuff. But you could eat like this much and be fine. And actually, you could eat more than this much. You just don't want to eat it like all day, like constantly and
Yeah.
stuff. Do you see it?
It's so pretty.